when you sell your business and you go from a position where every decision you're making is rooted in kind of ultimately some financial interest to now you have financial freedom and you're in a position where you no longer have to be a slave to the money, so to speak. For me, all of this, room opened up in my brain, and I started having like a lot more space up there to say, okay, take a step back from kind of everything I've done for the last 40 years, and let's kind of reset and reflect on, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? What's my meaning? How can I be the best version of me? I think was ultimately the question I started asking. And it was a very personal, reflective journey that I kind of set forth on from the time I sold my business. And it actually started with a very down moment for me, which was we sold the business in June of 21, and we had plans that summer to take the kids out to Lake Tahoe and to Yosemite National Park, which for us, spending time in the great outdoors has been like a godsend. It's just the most incredible way to experience the beauty of this earth and kind of the amazing gifts that God has given us, the beautiful mountains, the landscapes, and you go out to nature and you're really able to experience that. So I've been very big on taking my kids out to these beautiful spots created by God. And we were out in Lake Tahoe, which is one of the most beautiful kind of areas in the West. And I remember it was a Friday afternoon, and we were sitting outside right as sundown was coming, and it was golden hour. It was like one of the most beautiful golden hours I'd ever seen. I was 60 days out from selling my company, which I've always described like the way a young girl dreams of her wedding day. And from the time she's a little girl, she thinks about how pretty she's going to look and what a beautiful day it's going to be. And she's going to be like the queen. Like for me, selling my company was like the wedding day I had dreamed of since I was a kid. It was about my whole life reading stories about tech and Silicon Valley and the excitement around building and exiting a business. And I had just done that. So here I was sitting in Lake Tahoe, the most beautiful setting in the world. I had my 3 kids around me. I felt like the most blessed. I felt the most grateful. I was in such a state of awe to God for putting me in this position. Yet at the same time that I was experiencing this ultimate high, I also was experiencing this ultimate low. And I felt myself falling into a deep state of depression because I started in my head to convince myself that it can't get better than this. And this must be how my story ends. Like this is me riding off into the sunset and it's all downhill from here. And I started having some really deep, dark thoughts about what might be next for me. And it was depressing. I don't even want to share with you the thoughts because they were depressing. And my mind started wandering down these dark paths. And I remember I was in tears. And I said to my wife, I said to Sherry, I need to do something about this. This is not healthy. Like, what's wrong with me? Why am I in this position where I have everything I could ever ask for, yet all I can think about is how, nervous I am for what comes next, or, things that have not occurred yet are concerning to me. Like, I got to live in the moment. What is going on right now? And that was the moment that I decided I was really going to start to seek help.